Hi everyone, my name is Kayla Adams. Today is May 21st, 2020, and I would like to discuss my adaptive management plan for this environmental management course. The working title of my adaptive management plan is Managing Missouri's White-tailed Deer Population. Last week I completed an overview of what a white-tailed deer is and some of the history on the species. This week I will be diving into the topic of the adaptive management plan goals. So let's begin by reading the vision statement, which is, our vision is to increase the maturity and size of harvested white-tailed bucks, produce healthier herds of white-tailed deer, and manage for future generations' harvest in the state of Missouri. The first objective is to change the date of the firearms portion of deer season to allow for a larger, more mature buck a chance to reproduce. The goal is to allow a lower number of the mature bucks to be harvested before they are able to reproduce. This chart is from the Missouri Department of Conservation website, and it shows that antlered bucks in the state of Missouri were harvested at or around the 100,000 mark for firearm season from 2009 until 2017. By achieving goal number 1, the aim is to transition into goal number 2, which is to increase genetics in future herd generations, and allowing the dominant, which are typically larger males, to reproduce increases the genetic future. By reducing the number of white-tailed bucks harvested, this will allow for a higher subsequent year maturity rate in bucks. Male white-tailed deer typically take 5 to 7 years to reach full maturity. Larger bucks with stronger genetics would potentially win the right by fighting for the chance to mate with a larger number of does. When bucks are harvested before they have a chance to mate, this can cause a disruption in breeding patterns. White-tailed deer are polygamous, meaning that one buck will mate with several does in a breeding season. This breeding season is also known as the rut, and in Missouri it begins when changes in day length trigger an increase in male testosterone production. Finally, the last objective is to mitigate the factors of climate change on nutrient availability and reproductive success. The goal is to use science-based management to mitigate these factors. The rut is a biologically critical period of time and will happen regardless of changes to weather patterns. The main concern is that these changes to climate can have a profound effect on the nutrient availability that deer have. As stated in my last video, there is a 3-factor approach to managing for better whitetail, which are genetics, maturity, and nutrition. Nutrition doesn't just allow for the growth of larger antlers, but it also provides the does with the sustenance to produce healthier offspring. Missouri has been experiencing erratic weather patterns as a consequence of climate change. According to this chart by the National Centers for Environmental Information, Missouri is projected to see a continual increase in average annual temperature. White-tailed deer can thrive in a variety of environments, but climate change may play a factor in the coming years. Finally, the stakeholders for this adaptive management plan are numerous. When it comes to white-tailed deer management, hunters and harvesters have an interest in policy changes and management. The Missouri Department of Conservation is in charge of enforcing these policies. Lawmakers have an interest in revenue and job availability. Wildlife enthusiasts have an interest in recreational wildlife viewing. And landowners in the state of Missouri are essentially stewards of policies when it comes to managing white-tailed deer. Thanks for watching my Managing Missouri's White-tailed Deer Population Adaptive Management Plan proposal. I hope this was an insightful video on the proposed actions, and here is a list of my references.